right, are you ready to cook with me? So every day, somewhere between 2 and 6 p.m., I break my fast. Today it's almost 3 o'clock. I've been working on the farm, I've moved the sheep, and now I'm actually truly hungry. So I'm gonna cook my carnivore breakfast at 3 p.m. Well, I've got my cast iron skillet, stainless steel spatula. We're gonna get some bacon grease. We always keep this sitting right here. We never refrigerate it. We go through it so fast that it never goes bad. Today I'm gonna have a pound of ground beef and a pound of sausage, both from White Oak Pastures. I always gotta pay lily tax. You're welcome. So today, a pound of ground beef and a pound of sausage. Some days it's all ground beef. It's never always just sausage. It's always ground beef, plus or minus something else. Nisha can't watch me cook. She says I don't do it right. But somehow it gets cooked and I get nourished. So we never use any kind of Teflon coated cookware. We always use cast iron. We've been cooking with it for 300 years. I know it's safe, it's fine, it's healthy. Now, if you don't like bacon grease, you could always cook your beef and pork with butter, or you could cook it in beef tallow. This is White Oak Pasture. This is 80-20 ground beef, and the sausage is probably 70-30 lean to fat. So there's plenty of fat in here. So if you didn't want to add any fat, you could, but why would you do that? A lot of people meal prep, and I honor that if that's your style, but I am not a prepper at all with regards to meal prepping, that is. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs makes it so easy to just grab it out of the fridge, slap it in the cast iron skillet, cook it up, and then eat it up. I'm not a big meal prepper. I mean, sometimes we do try to meal prep. Every now and then Nisha will cook 4 pounds of bacon, but it's literally gone by the end of the day. We're not really good meal preppers. I would like to know how many pounds of bacon that we would have to cook in this house for it to last more than one day. Currently 4 pounds of bacon is gone by the end of the day when it comes to me and Nisha and Beckett and Bonnie. Maybe if we cook 10 pounds of bacon, we can meal prep with that. I'm not sure. We may have to try that. Now we're gonna let that cook for a second, and I wanna show you Nisha's beautiful eggs that she got this morning. Several different breeds of hen out there. We don't have any roosters. And so yes, hens will lay eggs without a rooster. And when this is almost done, I'm gonna crack about 5 of these, put over the top and stir it up. So it's kind of like a beef pork scramble. I'm using a special seasoning you may have never heard of before. I'm gonna show you later in the video. These eggs are from chickens who are not vegetarian chickens. They do eat some layer pellets, which helps the hens lay, but the vast majority of their diet is bugs and worms, either naturally occurring or that came from Tractor Supply. A lot of people, when they're considering going carnivore, one of their very first questions is, yeah, but won't I get bored with meat and eggs? I think that if you're eating for comfort, or if you're eating to satisfy your sugar addiction, or you're eating because you're anxious or tired or bored, or it's just time to eat, then you might get tired of meat and eggs. But if you don't eat until you're truly hungry, like I'm doing today, I have not ever walked to the refrigerator and thought, I'm so tired of meat and eggs. That just doesn't happen if you're truly hungry. The human body always wants meat and eggs when you're truly hungry. So these eggs, some of the hens are new hens. They've just now started laying, and so you may notice the difference in sizes. This is from one of our older girls, and this is from a hen that just started laying. This was probably her first, second, or third egg. And sometimes when a new hen starts laying, they'll lay what's called a wind egg, which doesn't have a yolk. And they're still fine to eat, but obviously not as high in fat. Look at that fat and protein goodness. Now, when I first started carnivore, I would know exactly how many grams of protein and how many grams of fat this was. Don't ask me because I have no idea. I stopped tracking macros years ago. This is almost done, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my seasoning on it. I love pluck because it's ground up organs with some added spice for flavor. And so this one is zesty garlic. That's my favorite one. They have several different flavors. I don't know what they are, but this is my favorite. So this is ground up liver and heart and other organs with just enough garlic to give it some flavor. I'm literally eating organs by seasoning my meat. I love the flavor of pluck, and I love that it's nothing but organs, but it's not salty enough for me, so I'm gonna add some Redmond's real salt. This is Nisha's salt chicken. Get some Redmond's here and sprinkle. How cute is that, right? And that's it. Now I'm gonna plate this, and then I'm gonna eat this. And I gotta remember to turn the stove top off. I often forget that. I don't want to get yelled at. There's the finished product, piping hot, and I'm literally going to sit down at my desk and do some research while I eat this with a spoon like a heathen, because that's how I eat, okay? Now, a lot of people say, good God, that's a lot of food. I may finish this or I may not. Remember, I said I didn't start eating until I was truly hungry. I am under no obligation to finish this plate. I might eat all of this and then cook something else if I'm still hungry, or I might not finish this at all. As soon as I'm truly full, truly satiated, I'll stop eating and I'll either save it for later or I'll give it to Lily. What did you think about this video? Do you want to see more videos like this of me cooking? I've been hesitant to do this in the past, but Nisha and my daughter said, dude, people want to see what you eat, so start showing it. So I will, but tell me in the comments, do you want to see more content like this or no? Let me know. This is Dr. Barry. See you next time.